Eagles Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one between the Philadelphia Eagles and the Indianapolis Colts. And the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, ready to go, and we are underway from Lucas Oil Stadium. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And he maneuvers up the middle for 3. And it's second down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And some room to work. 20, 10, touchdown, Philadelphia. On paper coming in, you'd say that these guys are the better team by far, and they sort of showed their superiority there on the opening drive.
Yeah, they came in the heavy favorite in this game, and even though they're on the road, they just still kind of just wiped it away, didn't they? They just said to everyone, we're the better team. We just showed it to you on this opening drive, and we expect to do it all game long.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Bringing it out of his end zone, Isaiah Rodgers. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Ryan and the Colts getting set here, 1st and 10 at their own 23. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
We knew both of these safeties were good in run support, but how about the play we just saw there? How about that closing speed? Able to get to the outside part of the field and turn that play into a loss.
Second down, another run with Taylor. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, Ryan. He's got a man, complete. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. Back to the same target, Campbell. And he goes diving to get as much as he can following a big gain. A nice little cherry on top there at the end. That one good for 37 yards.
This defense is definitely reeling a little bit now. Back-to-back big plays given up. And you know that's all defenses talk about. How do you limit that? Instead, they got hit by a 1-2 punch those last couple of plays, and now they've got their backs to the goal line.
They'll run here with Taylor. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Now they'll put a receiver in motion left. Again, it'll be Taylor. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal. They got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape up past the 30. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy, ready to roll, looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown. Seeing some pretty good offense here in this first quarter.
It's been a wild start to this quarter, as you noted. And now with that lead that we're seeing, can they retaliate? I get the sense this one's going to go back and forth all game long.
And that probably won't be the last long touchdown that we see in this one. Elliott good on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due, because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. Such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive, because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Only a yard that time, second and goal. It'll be Hurts on the option. No, bottled up, fumble. It's out, it's loose. And the Colts pick it up. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will bring this all the way up to the 30-yard line.
Well, give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but it's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
Instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way, because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete, and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get about 3 up close to the 35.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good
and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. Slot man moves right. On third down, here's Taylor. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on fourth and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
They'll try and throw for it with Ryan. Got an open man. That's Campbell. Touchdown, Indianapolis. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Last time out, remember, they fumbled the football. That led to the touchdown. And, Charles, they were in the red zone, so that's a backbreaker. They got to try to pick up the pieces here on this drive.
Yeah, and I actually started to do the math here, so be patient with me. 12-point swing is the way I calculated, because not only did they drop the ball in the red zone, they watched the opponent score a touchdown right after that. So their goal, have a drive here and try and get some of those points back.
They'll wind up losing 10 on the sack, and it'll lead to a 3rd and long. From the gun, it's Hurts. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. So touchdowns on their first 2 drives, but looking like that won't be the case here.
Yeah, it looks like someone put their dukes up a little bit, doesn't it? Maybe decided to finally make a stand, because those first 2 drives, they got run over. Now, finally, got their feet under them, got a little bit of balance. They're getting off the field.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. The offense running out, and they are charged up, ready to go after reaching the end zone on their last drive.
And normally I'd warn against getting complacent just because they scored the last time out. But I don't think there's any worries with this group right now. This is a hungry group, and they want to keep building off of their last drive. Now they just want the officials to hurry up and place the ball so they can snap it and get back to work.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. They run once more with Taylor. And some room to run now. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Colts are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And the lead is now 21-14. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They'll look for a drive to tie this up, down 21-14 as they have it 1st and 10. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8. Hurts. And once again, this is Sanders. And they're going to get this up to midfield. 2nd and 2. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. This one complete down the field to Goddard. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Miles Sanders. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Elliott good with a PAT. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
For most people, the excitement of a kickoff return is to see a long one that goes back in the opposite direction. But for the guys covering it, it's being able to stop them deep in their own territory. How about that incredible form tackle right there? Shoulder into ball carrier, and down he goes.
They'll throw on first down with Ryan. He's going to go for a big play downfield. He's got a man complete. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A give for Taylor running right side. And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. And the slot man goes in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's got the tight end, Mo Alley-Cox. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that's going to make it 4th down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And his kick is right there. It's good. And with it, they'll take the lead at 24-21. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Boy, I guess they're going to keep trying to put the pedal to the metal here. They're going to try an onside kick. And the Eagles hands team able to cover it up. A second quarter onside kick there that failed. Is that something that maybe they had dialed up before this game started?
It feels like it, doesn't it? That they thought they had the right situation, you know, and the right approach in going after it. Also may signal that they feel like they have the superior team, that they can try these sorts of things and it won't come back and hurt them later.
The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. And ready to get the party already started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. He's at the 40. The 20. And they are not going to catch him. He's in. Touchdown, Colts. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board. And that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it. And as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming. And that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. Very short kick taken right at the 20. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Here's Hurts to throw. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. And he whips that one incomplete there. Another incompletion with that one. He's just 7 of 14 throwing the football. 50%. Typically not going to get it done, is it?
And let's just make it simple. And that's exactly why they trail.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Hurts a handoff to Sanders. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And he's got his man. It's the tight end Goddard. He'll get it inside the 20. Touchdown! Dallas Goedert with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. On the return from his end zone, Rodgers. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Colts come to the line, ready to start their next drive. We got a brand new ball game, all even after that last touchdown, so every drive now becoming a little more critical here in the second half. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to get the football here at their own 23.
Brandon, this is a veteran quarterback back there. He should know better than to make a throw like this. This is definitely not his best ball. And I think he knew this was trouble the second it was leaving his hand.
On 1st down, Hurts. He'll let this thing go for Sanders. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest with a guy with that type of speed. You do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. A big pickup of 38. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. An option handoff given to Sanders. And a solid run down inside the 30. 83 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. The previous run good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Sanders. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. Touchdown, Eagles. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles have moved out in front. Elliott good with a PAT. And they will take a 7-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Rodgers going to return it from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now this throw caught left side, and he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They go play action now. Ryan going for the deep ball. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Eagles are going to take possession here at their own 16-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage, while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Come on.
Second down, back to Sanders. And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks.
Well, it is our business to analyze what we saw out there, and on that play, I saw a defense staying in base, not taking a chance, not blitzing in a situation where they absolutely need the football back. That's either a case of overthinking it or not thinking it through.
If you do blitz, do you have to be careful about where you're coming from, or are you just coming from all angles?
You have to be careful about where you're coming from, obviously, but at this stage, you have to take a few chances as well.
They'll throw on first down with Hurts. And he'll be brought down by the Colts. Well, the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They'll look to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Colts TD. Well, this secondary just continues to be a force. Multiple interceptions in this game, and now the pick six.
And the thing about it is once you get an interception as a unit, you think to yourself, okay, we got that. How do we increase it the next time? Get the interception, do a little more damage, and there's your outcome right there. Take it to the house and break down what they're trying to do offensively.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. A short kick taken at the 18. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have to try and move past that pick six because now they're dealing with a fourth-quarter deficit. And they need this drive to end in points. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 129 yards rushing for him now as he has been tremendous all day long. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. They'll go again with Sanders. A solid stiff arm. 12 yards is the pickup. Good for an Eagle first down.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. They'll run with Sanders up the middle. And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Third down, trying to get a little bit closer. From here, the field goal would be 55 yards. He'll drop to throw. Quick slant here to Smith. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he'll be marked down a yard or 2 past the marker following a gain of 6. Fourth quarter, 2 minutes on the clock in a tight 1-point game. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive. Up the middle they go with Sanders. They find some open field here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That burst good for 20 and a first down. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Sermon now on 1st and 10. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, they've had success on the ground on this drive, and that makes the defense more likely to overcommit to stop the run as they did on that play. But keep in mind, it makes them susceptible to play-action passes as well.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the pickup there as they get it back to a more manageable 3rd and 7. Now a timeout called for by the defense. That'll be their 3rd and final stoppage here as we step aside. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. On third down. They turn to Sanders. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
I'm a little surprised right here. They've got 3 timeouts left. The clock's running down, and they aren't using them. Those timeouts do you no good at home. Use them now.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on 1st and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. Here's Sermon. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. And we are set for a great finish as that timeout comes in with 2 seconds to go in this football game. Right now, everything resting on the right foot of Jake Elliott. 2 seconds on the clock. This for the win. And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot.